The majestic Kashmir mountains stand in serene silence, their snow-capped peaks untouched by the chaos about to unfold. Suddenly, the tranquility is torn apart as gunmen ambush a tourist convoy, unleashing a storm of bullets. Vehicles explode in flames, leaving a trail of devastation and death across the once pristine landscape. The brutal attack ignites national outrage, its echoes reverberating across India. Under harsh fluorescent lights, top military officials gather, their faces etched with concern. Maps of Kashmir, marked with red circles, lay spread out, symbols of impending conflict. Tension fills the room as arguments flare and subside, the weight of decision heavy in the air. General Sharma silences the room with a thunderous slam, his gaze resolute as he makes a final decision. Indian fighter jets break the pre-dawn silence as they soar across the line of control. The darkness erupts in violent explosions, lighting up targets across the border. Dawn breaks over Pakistani military headquarters as officials react swiftly to the Indian strikes. Fighter jets scramble on the runway, engines roaring, preparing for a counteroffensive. The nation is placed on high alert as the airspace shuts down. Tanks rumble relentlessly across the line of control, signaling the start of a fierce battle. Artillery fire echoes deafeningly through the valleys, adding to the chaos of the battlefield. Soldiers on both sides engage in fierce combat, their determination palpable amidst the destruction. News anchors deliver grave news from a brightly lit studio, their words painting a picture of escalating global conflict. "We are live with breaking coverage of the escalating conflict," Anchor 1 announces. Tensions continue to rise as military forces mobilize along the border. Anchor 2 somberly reports. New footage coming in shows significant civilian casualties. The international community is expressing grave concerns. News reports spread, the chilling narrative amplified. Talk of nuclear confrontation is becoming increasingly prevalent. Explosions devastate the Pakistani city as civilians desperately flee their homes. Social media explodes with unverified videos and panic-inducing rumors. The hashtag India-Pakistan War trends worldwide, fueling the escalating crisis. A dim room flickers with the harsh light of a television screen. An Indian family huddles together, their faces etched with worry as they watch the grim news unfold. Distant battlefields flash across the screen, each image a stark reminder of loss and conflict. The weight of somber casualty reports fills the air, thickening the palpable anxiety. In the heart of the Pakistani refugee camp, displaced civilians find a moment of respite amid widespread devastation. They share stories of unspeakable loss and profound displacement, their voices echoing the devastating human cost of war. Amid the chaos, aid workers move with determined purpose, their tireless efforts providing glimmers of hope in the face of overwhelming need. Within the halls of the United Nations headquarters, diplomats gather from every corner of the globe, their expressions grave with concern. The call for de-escalation echoes through the assembly, a plea for calm amidst the rising storm. Despite the unified front, diplomatic channels remain strained, stretched to their limits as tensions linger. Under the cloak of night, a lone Indian soldier stands vigilant on the front lines, his rifle a steadfast companion. Memories of wars, horrors flood his mind, each echo a stark reminder of the uncertainty that stretches before him. The distant growl of artillery resonates through the air, a constant threat to the fragile peace of the night. The Pakistani hospital is swamped with a flood of wounded soldiers and civilians, the staff struggling to keep up. Resources dwindle, stretching thin as the brutal reality of war unfolds before them. The hospital, once a sanctuary, now echoes with the grim sounds of suffering and the relentless struggle for survival. In the heart of the Indian war room, military strategists gather under the cold glow of holographic displays, reassessing their strained options. The holographic table casts a stark light on the weary faces, each etched with the burden of strategic decisions. The room is saturated with tension, palpable as they confront the stark moral choices of modern warfare. Unspoken anxieties permeate the air, heavy with the potential for irreversible escalation. Under the pale light of dawn, a fragile ceasefire casts a deceptive calm as soldiers stand poised along the line of control. Each movement scrutinized, each breath held, the air crackles with unspoken threats as the soldiers remain in place. The faintest spark could ignite the tinderbox of simmering animosity, shattering the illusion of peace. News anchors sit at their desks, studio lights reflecting in their serious expressions as they report on the fragile ceasefire. We are receiving reports of a ceasefire agreement. However, sources on the ground indicate the situation remains volatile. It is crucial that dialogue and reconciliation efforts begin immediately to prevent a resurgence of violence. The large screen displays images of the conflict zone, now eerily still, filling the air with anticipation. The Kashmir mountains stand scarred, a stark reminder of war's enduring wounds. The memory of violence hangs heavy, a haunting echo in the serene landscape.